नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। Myself, JVN Dr. Astha Sikarwar, Assistant Professor, Department of Organ of Medicine, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, JVWU, Jaipur. Today's topic is from Stuart Claus Philosophy, Symptomatology. A symptom can be defined as an external expression of the internally deranged vital force. The externally expressed manifestation may be observed by the patient himself, his relatives, the doctor, or through the laboratory and other mechanically aided investigations. The word symptoma has been derived from the word symptoma, which means anything that happens. According to Dr. Stuart Claus, in general, a symptom is any evidence of disease or a change of state of health. Classification of symptoms: subjective symptom, objective symptom, keynote symptom, negative general. Any perceptible change in the body and its functions, either subjective or objective, which indicates disease of the kind or the phase of the disease. Webster's Dictionary. Sign: these are alterations from the state of health observed or detected by the physician or attendants. All the objective evidence of the disease is identified with the word sign. The signs are of great importance as they are the only available evidence of disease in infants, comatose patients, insane persons, etc. The patient may not be aware of the existence of this entity. Syndrome: a group of symptoms and signs subjective of particular type of disease, or in other words, represent a disease. Subjective symptoms: these are those type of symptoms which can be experienced by the patient under emotional, intellectual, and sensorial aspect of the patient desires, aversion, temperaments, attitudes, etc. They are ranked highest among during evaluation for selection of remedy as their symptoms belongs to psychic and mental sphere. These are the only means to reach the inner subtle nature of the disease. Objective symptoms. According to Hahnemann, the expression of the disease in the sensations and functions of the side of the organism exposed to sense of the physician and bystanders. So, objective symptom means observing symptoms including the physiological findings and lab investigations. Totality of symptom include both objective and subjective symptoms. Keynote symptoms. These are rare, singular, peculiar, uncommon symptoms defying their explanation by pathology. Kant says the great trouble with keynote is that they are misused. The keynotes are often characteristic symptoms, but if the keynotes are taken as final and the journals don't confirm, there will become failures. Negative general: absence of pathognomic symptom in a particular disease or condition or case. It is an indirectly derived general. For example, dry cholera in camphor, absence of eruption in measles. Symptoms are the deviations a health from a state of health perceptible by the patient, those around him, and the physician. For a homeopath, symptoms are the important pointers to understand the sickness in the patient. These symptoms could be at the physical level known as physical symptoms or at mental level commonly known as mental symptoms. In general, those symptoms that are explained by the patient are called subjective symptoms and those observed by the physicians are called objective symptoms. During the examination of the patient, the physician may also elicit certain objective assessment of the patient and these are called the signs. Thus, in a diseased person, there may be subjective symptoms, objective symptoms, and the signs. Therefore, the homeopath studies the signs and symptoms of the sick very carefully to understand the internal derangement of the patient. It is also necessary for the physician to understand which symptom appeared first and what followed further. This helps him to understand the process of evolution of the disease. After the details of the case is recorded, the symptoms of the patients are graded according to their relative value for the purpose of forming an individual picture. This process is called evolution of the symptoms in homeopathy. This is the most important process by which the totality of the patient's disease picture is elicited to match with the with the drug picture of a remedy to find out the simillimum. Totality of symptoms. A purposeful totality of symptoms needs a well directed and meaningfully case taking procedure. According to Stuart Close, it means all the symptoms of the case which are capable of being logically combined into harmonious and consistent whole, having form, coherency, and individuality. Source of totality from the patient himself, from his attendants and relatives, from the observation of the physician and the examination findings, from the past personal social history, habits, and family backgrounds. To arrive at the totality of symptoms, it is an exercise in analyzing the symptoms as individualizing and non individualizing symptoms from the data obtained after case taking. Numerical totality or symptom totality includes each and every signs and symptoms to present a complete picture of patient or drug. But totality of symptom in real sense is the logical totality as said by Stuart Close. This session powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention it in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.